It's like a big buck for me.
Mining companies recruited Finns to come here and work in the mine because they felt like they would survive here well.
My favorite.
Now check out the sauna.
The ones who got left up here were like the diehard.
Won't give up.
Lake Superior, the greatest of the greats. Well, it's freezing down here.
It's just nice.
You like it?
Here's my winter's fuel.
I love the yellow line conversation that you can have out here. Do you feel disconnected from the rest of the country in a way?
Pannugakku. I made that this morning. It was very, very dangerous.
It wasn't even that long ago. That's what's wild. It's like the kids just left.
Dovetail ends, that's very common of Finns. There was 12 children raised in this house.
I've never found one in my whole life.
Float copper. Oh, we used to sell it. We were younger, you get some beer. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, a lot of fun here.
All right, here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, 8.5 hours from Detroit if you drive here straight.
Yeah.
So Scott, I just want to let you know I came prepared.
Whatever you got.
De Yooper's Glossary.
Uh-oh.
You know these words? Junker,
Oh, yeah, that's your old car.
July 4th, first day of Yooper deer season.
Oh, come on. That's when you take your long johns off and you put them back on a 5th. That's what July 4th is.
All right,
That's
well,
why I won't go to Detroit in the summer. It's too hot, concrete jungle. I'll stay out of there. This is a native lake trout. Caught it in 2006. 45.5 inches long, 33.5 pounds. So it's like a big buck for me. So check out the sauna.
okay, so you're saying a lot of people have saunas up here.
Quite a few. When the Finns moved here, the first thing they did was build a sauna.
Okay, are you Finnish?
I'm Finnish, 100%.
100%.
Yeah. There's Randy, my friend. He might try to steal the show. Watch him.
Sauna. So you come out here during the winter, put some wood
Yeah. Heat up the stove.
on the stove there. Wow.
Anytime, actually.
How you doing?
Show stealer, quit trying to steal the stove.
Peter.
I'm Randy.
Randy.
Yeah, and then the steam room here.
We didn't have a shower or a bathtub in our house. We just had a sauna.
Growing up.
Growing up. And so like when we were little kids, the whole family would go in there together. Kids are sitting in buckets
Yeah.
on the bottom bench and mom and dad are up on the top bench throwing steam. And then my mom would wash us up. And then as you grow older, like, you know, relatives would come over, guys would go together. But I mean, it was a ritual. Saturday night was sauna night. You would heat it maybe during the week too, like Wednesday night or maybe more often in the summer. But that was our bath.
Yeah, usually always
But
Wednesday.
you would take a shower
Saturday.
during the week,
No, we
right?
had no showers.
No showers.
Yeah, we
you guys aren't that old.
We would just
No, we didn't.
We would just take a sauna.
So you guys feel connected with Finland or no?
Very much so,
Yeah.
yeah, because of that tradition, yeah. Even though, like, a lot of people from here never went there, but how people relate with each other and communicate, it's kind of very similar along lines, like it's passed down from generation to generation from the Finns.
Hey, you want to walk over there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, come on, Randy. I can only swear in Finn. He can talk it.
You talk Finnish.
Yeah, that's because I learned it later, you know. We all knew how to swear when we were kids. And kitchen Finnish, we knew how to say this and that.
Oh, yeah.
But this was the old co-op store, and the old timers would be sitting around the doorway drinking quarts of beer. And when you walk in, they'd say, "Oh, bumbaliba," because you're a little blonde-headed kid. That means like a cotton head. That's what they'd call us.
Yeah.
And give us like a nickel to go buy candy or something. Everything was there. You had a butcher, you had gas station, hardware. Like,
Everything.
everything was here in this store.
Now you got a lifted up Chevy truck.
Yeah.
It's one of those times you can just walk down the center of the road and
I don't
all
know
is good.
anymore.
these guys are flying through. Mississippi plates.
There it is.
The people who worked here too were all the local neighbors, you know. It's like you knew everyone.
Yeah, my mother worked here. My dad worked here. Then it actually went downhill when the dairy farmers, when they quit farming around here.
Okay.
Copper Country Dairy closed.
So for those that don't know, and I just came across the word recently, showing how naive I am, Yooper, Upper Peninsula, Michigan,
A UPer.
Yooper. But I've also heard Yooper, right?
Well, that's what became. I mean, in a sense, it was UPer and then became Yooper. We didn't really use that word growing up either.
No.
Okay, but you guys feel totally different than
I
southern
do.
Michigan,
Oh,
right?
there was always the animosity between the lower peninsula and upper, and they're the ones who first started calling us Yoopers. And then
Okay.
it kind of stuck, so we started using it, but in the beginning it was like a pejorative, like, oh, Yooper, you know.
Now, and you call them trolls, right?
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
under the bridge.
Yeah.
Below the bridge,
Yeah.
Mackinac Bridge.
Yep.
So Yoopers and trolls. And so what's different up here? It's you got Finnish ancestry, you got a thicker accent, right?
Yeah,
Or it's just a way of life.
It's the way I grew up, too, the way my dad talked, whatever.
Kind of the
it was.
way of life, because I mean, it was always kind of like the backwoods, the old style of life, and then a lot of people left, like in the 50s, especially in 60s when copper mines started closing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people went down to the cities and that. So the ones who got left up here were like the diehards that
Won't give up.
Scott.
Yeah, tussle through all the snow, moving snow, blowing snow.
But we had a
plowing
different
snow.
pace of life. You know, we had different, I think we had different way of relating to each other. You know,
Okay.
people were more, I don't know how to put it. Like, I think that because you knew people, you knew everybody in the area, people treated each other maybe with a little more respect, maybe you could say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm copper country native.
You're not a Yooper.
No, I don't consider myself a Yooper. We're gonna head to the old rock pile, and there's a couple ruins. We're actually on an old, like a rail grade from the mine right now.
So Scott, growing up here, mining was already done, right?
Yeah, we played all over here when we were kids. Did you know, Randy, what were all these old trenches for?
It must have been for water.
They're running all over. We'll go through there, but you can see them.
The stamp sand process was run through water.
And they were all handmade.
Extract the copper from it, stamp the rock into sand, and then they would melt the copper down into ingots. And so that's why we got these big smokestacks left here.
So here's one of the old stacks.
Oh, that's huge. So you'll
We're-
see these all over.
There are quite a few
The
around,
peninsula?
yeah.
There's another good one back here, but it's on private property.
You
So
go up to the town of Gay, there's a big, huge one.
Yeah.
They're still standing in.
The town of Gay.
Yeah, it's called Gay, Michigan. It's kind of north of here, and it's an old copper stamp mill town. It used to be a stamp mill town, and they got a big smokestack, and even the old fishermen used to like use it for taking their bearings out on the lake because it's so visible for so far.
for a fishing spot to get so
And
far,
there's
we
a
line it
huge
up.
area of the sand that's left over from the process.
This one I don't play around too much anymore because the top's been falling off.
So back in the day, 1800s,
Yep.
this was the best place for copper in the United States. That changed over to Arizona in time,
Yeah.
but it all started here, right? And okay, you had Cornish here, you had Eastern Europeans, you had Italians, Irish, and then the Finns, right? And did the Finns have the biggest population? Is that why I see Finnish flags all over the place?
They still are the largest ethnic group in the area.
They are.
And they were then, partially because the mining companies actually recruited Finns to come here and work in the mine because they felt like they would survive here well, because they could work the woods too. They were used to this kind of climate. And so they recruited them. And so then, of course, once some started coming, then more started coming. So this ended up being like the biggest, the most populous as far as Finnish immigration in North America, really. There's some other parts of the country where the Finns went, but this was like the place. And they even called it like, they used a Finnish word, but it was called the nest, like the Vesapaikka, the nesting place, because all the Finns they could always find support groups here. People had communities here.
Right.
They had their own newspapers, their churches. I mean, everything like it was established here. There's even the college, recently closed, but there was a Suomi college. It was called Suomi is Finland in Finnish.
Yeah, then they changed it to Finlandia University, FU.
Yeah, they made it into a 4-year.
Yeah. What did you think of that? Did you like
I
that?
liked that. They were selling hats and everything.
I go to FU.
Yeah, it was
University.
cool. Where do you go? FU.
There's a middle finger on the t-shirt.
They didn't do that, but it was cool. I loved it.
Smells so good in here.
Nice in the cedars.
Look at this.
There used to be the big hoist building mechanism would stand on top of this.
I found copper up there. I've been up there. Of course, as a kid, you're everywhere.
That's what would have been standing here is one of those big tall mine buildings that was like for the hoist.
Yeah, with the cables running up to the pulleys and with an engine pulling everything up. And this mine here where you're standing had a man, it was probably a man lift
Okay.
for cars for the men to go down, and then this one was divided.
Oh, for the cars to bring
Yeah,
up
for the cars bringing the ore up,
Yep.
rock. And this one was, let me see what the hell this one is. Ah. Okay. Yeah, this is Franklin Jr. Conglomerate number 2. It's right on the post. They welded it right on the post.
That was the mass underground of copper, like the lode, the Franklin conglomerate.
So this is a tailing pile?
Yeah. I partridge hunt out here.
Are you pretty good at it?
Not bad. I got a few. I'll shoot a few. They've been scarce lately.
Did any of the money stay? Because some of these small towns I've drove through, beautiful architecture, like the money went into the architecture. But did it all just go out through a few companies and leave the area, go to New York and Chicago?
Pretty much, eh?
Yeah, I mean, obviously during the heyday there was a lot happening. The money was circulating, but as soon as a mine started failing to pay the stockholders, pretty soon it would be closed. I mean,
And if anything was nice, it was for the higher up.
well,
Even your houses.
They did things though, like they built the houses for the miners to live in, which were quite modern at the time compared to, you know, the type of farm huts that people, huts I call it, but like a lot of them are pretty small.
Can we cruise by some of those today?
They're all right there.
They're right there.
Like even the street of Boston, like they all look the same because they were all built by the miners.
Yeah, if we go up the street, you'll see they're all shaped.
It's
Oh,
all
cool.
over the place here.
Mine was a manager of the mine where I live. That's where my house.
And then some of the larger houses were, you know, whoever was in charge of the mines, or
Yeah.
like as
Like
you went
mine.
with hierarchy, you know.
And there was captains' houses and this and that, and then a lot of the smaller ones where my sister lives. And if you look at them, they're all, and you go inside them, they're all shaped the same. Stairways go up in the same
But
spot.
those houses that were built like in the late 1800s, early 1900s, frame houses, they had running water. They had coal furnaces in the basement. Like they were very modern compared to like the people living on the farms who just lived in whatever
Yeah,
kind
and
of
wood.
a place they could put together. If you were working for the mine and you were, you know, living in one of their houses and going to their store, you probably were making a pretty good living at that time.
Float copper.
There he found some just like that.
I mean, just out of here, we used to go on our pedal bikes with an ice cream bucket.
So these were stamped
Pick
out
a
of the
bunch.
rock. You know, they broke it out of the rock, and that's what they would collect up and smelt into ingots. But so these have been broken out of the rock, but they missed it, you know, somehow
Yeah,
in
went
the
through.
process.
Is
And
that worth anything?
well, it's not much. It's just copper, like a few pennies worth.
Be careful on this one. I had to look because I knew I'd find some.
But yeah, kids, you know, we'd all go looking for copper, and then you could, you know, keep it or you could even try to sell it.
Yeah, we used to sell it. We were younger, you could get some beer.
How much copper for some beer?
I don't know, it took a while. Those are your souvenirs.
Oh, thank you. That's so cool, Scott.
But that's what we did. We were kids. I always had a good eye for that.
Do you feel disconnected from the rest of the country in a way?
I like
Living
to
this
be.
life?
I do, yeah.
Pretty free feeling?
Pretty much. So you go to town.
Town is how many people?
Too many.
Over 10 is too many?
That's enough,
They
yeah.
wouldn't put up with him in the rest of the country.
That's why I got to stay here. Here's my winter's fuel.
So this will get you through the winter.
This should get me all the way what I got.
So you just split this up, put it in the stove.
I'll split it up and you got to handle it. Cut it, split it, haul it in, burn it, and haul the ashes out. This is the old depot for the streetcar.
Okay, that was the train depot right there.
Yeah. This building is, you'll see how thick the rock is. Now, I think that was a powder house
Okay.
for the mine.
So they just put all the powder in there
Yeah,
in a
all our
secure place?
explosives were in here. Dave ain't home, but he won't mind. But that was, yeah, actually the entrance was where he put that new window.
To the depot.
Yeah.
And then where were the tracks?
Right here. That's part of it, the driveway, and then it right here.
And we're just talking, taking all the copper out
But no, these were for people.
for people.
It was like, I think it was from Calumet to Hancock was 10 cents, I think. That house was a store too at one
So
time.
it was thriving.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's keeping things afloat right now? What are they doing
Oh, there's
with
a lot
money?
of construction.
Construction.
And Michigan Tech. Michigan Tech keeps Hancock and Houghton rolling.
That's
So
a good school.
That's a good school.
Surprising a lot of small enterprises here that
Yeah.
are doing a lot of interesting stuff like with electronics. There's a Calumet Electronics. They're making stuff even for the defense
Yeah, for the
industry.
military.
Okay, so things are happening here.
There's a lot of interesting things that if you start looking at the list of companies that are up here, and a lot of them are spin-offs from Michigan Tech, you know, with
It's a good engineering school.
Engineering
so that's
and-
one of the
But
best.
I love the yellow line conversation that you can have out here.
Don't do it at 4 o'clock. You won't be standing out here. If anybody from this area, slow down when you come through here. There are kids. You don't come through our town 60 miles an hour.
Like the guy with the
30.
Mississippi plate.
Oh yeah, but
He
we
was
got
just flying
we
through.
got locals. We couldn't even see the color of the truck the other day. So fast.
What is this?
Pannukakku.
What is it? Like a
Finnish,
pastry?
Finnish pancake. It's like a custard.
Finnish Yorkshire
For me?
pudding.
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
thank
you gotta eat it.
Yeah.
And then I got nizu.
Izu.
This is a sweetbread, Finnish sweetbread. My daughter made this.
Your
So-
daughter makes Finnish sweetbread.
Yeah. I know Martin will probably want some.
Yeah, Martin is this old school 90-year-old Finnish guy we're meeting
gonna
up
like
with.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And is that
good.
Finnish Coca-Cola?
That's my spittoon.
Oh, spittoon. All right. So Randy, you're gonna follow us.
I think I'm gonna take off because I gotta go and see what she's up to.
Good meeting you.
Hey, good
yeah,
meeting
thank
you too, and I'll
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks, Randy.
Thanks again for the shirt.
Of course, Randy.
I call you.
See what you end up with.
All right. Well,
Okey-dokey.
you're part of it, Randy. Is this what we're in?
Yep. 2003 Chevy.
Scott, I'm gonna put you to work for 1 second.
Yeah. Oh, I
Hold
gotcha.
this. I wanna take a bite.
Pannukakku.
Manugaku.
It's like a custard. I made that this morning.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
That is great. It's like yeah, a custard. What is it like? It's different than anything I've ever had.
Yeah, it's almost
It's like a flan.
I can tell you what I put in it. There's like 5 eggs. There's a half a cup of sugar, that's to a whole pan. There's about a half a cup of flour,
Okay.
2.5 cups of milk, and then I sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar on top, and I drizzle syrup through it, and you bake it for about 25 minutes at 425,
That
And-
is so
and it's tasty.
it's tasty. Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay, and we're off. This is Painesdale. This was another mining town.
So you're right, all the houses are uniform. They all
Yeah.
have this similar look, huh?
Yep.
When were they built? Do you know?
Later 1800s, I would say.
And then you got one of these beautiful schools.
Yep, the Jeffers Jets.
That's when they were built so well, huh?
Yeah, that's all original old sandstone.
Yeah, so in a way, these are sort of like the first housing developments in the country.
Yeah. Some of the old ones with the original,
Right.
all the old foundations, like my house too, they're all rock.
So the people that lived here at that time, I mean, they came here, they probably never left.
Yeah.
They weren't getting on airplanes. They
No.
weren't traveling. And then you have something like this on the hill, that's probably a manager or something,
Yeah,
right?
it's gotta be, a little fancier house too, yeah.
Like the place you're in.
Another one there too.
Oh, that's a cool zone back in there. There is a security in it, I would think,
Yeah.
a simplicity, but a lot of limits. You know,
Yeah.
you're really limited in your life. It's just a step back. So yeah, see how close the communities of houses are to the shaft house. In summer heat or in the 205 inches of average snow. And the
Yeah.
work to home commute quite close.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how it was. Double and triple decked man cars, help to a dozen miners, each 4 feet by 4 feet. So they just packed in. That is wild. Imagine you leave Finland or Italy and you just pack up. You don't speak the language.
Yeah.
And you go over for this.
Come here and go to work.
I wonder how many of them were like, oh man, I wish I didn't
What
do
did
that.
I do? I should have stayed home. That's what I would have said.
Versus how many were like, sweet,
Yeah.
this is amazing. Because a lot of the Finns, from my understanding, came for the land,
Yeah.
right? They were given a lot of land, which they didn't have back there, I guess.
I got an old book at home that has deaths in Franklin Township, and I got relatives in there. There was a lot of pneumonia
Right.
and a lot of mine accidents, crushed by rock, crazy stuff.
So those guys would just pack in and
Yeah.
go down. That is so wild.
It was dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
In memory, Champion mine-related deaths. So yeah, not that long ago. Look at that, 1900 to 1967.
Yeah.
You see Finnish names here? Bojt,
That'd be something else.
Minkila.
Yeah. Vinkela. Moilanen. Polari. Pananen. Bossanen. Servio. Silvala. Sivanen. Tikka. Talso. Takala. Those are all Finn names.
Is this Martin's house?
Yeah.
What a place. This is beautiful.
Yeah, Martin had just taken a sauna.
I had dog wool on my goddamn black pants and I can't wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta have clean pants on.
You got dressed up for this, Martin.
No, I'm getting dressed up for the dance.
You got to dance later.
Oh yeah. You know what? You should really come there. It's our once a year Finn dance, and we got 3 accordions, and I have no idea how much they got planned, but it's one of the.
It might be too much for you.
Oh yeah, I think it would be. Let's go look in here. It's a mess in here, but here is my favorite. When we were on our trip in Finland, the only reason this is hanging loose there is she wouldn't put lights in there. But this is your drinking cup. And then everybody thought that you're gonna be out late at night because you're carrying a lyhty.
Yeah.
And what it was full of cognac. And you could take a little swig every once in a while and put the cap back on. And
Nice.
yeah. We spent 36 days on that trip. It was all friends and relatives. There's my 3rd place in Classic Snowmobile show. I took my Iron Track, March 19, 2005.
You grew up speaking Finnish.
Oh, yeah. I learned English from my older brother. He went to school 3 years before I did, and every day he came home from school, he taught me the English.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the way it was them days. A lot of water under the bridge since then. My grandparents, both sides, came from Finland. That's when they came, Albert Larla, John Aho, and Elias Humalalambi Johnson. This was in 2017. That's 125 years. And at the same time, we had Finland's 100th anniversary, their independence.
Okay.
I'll just give you a little glimpse. If you got video on that thing, right there.
Let's crack it open.
There's 12,500 names in there. We ain't got time. 12,500 names in there of my relatives going back to 1500s.
This is your family tree?
Yep.
Nice.
On my father's mother's side. Not on father's side.
Okay.
And I was my father's father was a Humalalampi.
What's that?
Drunken Bay. No, Drunken Pond. Drunken Pond.
The last name before it changed.
Yeah,
Oh.
Humalalampi. And let's see. If I could, look at this.
Tri-Mountain Mining Company.
Yep, that's where he went to work. And
$12.60.
And
Was that for 2 weeks?
I have no idea. And when he went to work there, they asked him his name. He says, Elias Humalalambi. They said, you're Elias Johnson, and that was the name change them days. 1888 when they came over, and they were the first to settle Toivola. That's the old Finnish ways right there. All kinds of old people.
Do you still have some of the old Finnish ways in you?
Oh, yeah. Sauna twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday.
You have a sauna here.
Oh, yeah, in the basement. There they are, right there. That's my mom and dad.
77.
Yep.
How much land do you guys have here?
Right here,
Roughly.
there's 160 acres.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I'm land rich and money poor. Period.
Martin, you designed this?
No. There was a guy from Finland that moved here, and he's the one. He seen that house by Dave's gas station in Hancock. He seen that house, and he came here, and he built the house. You know.
In Finland, there's no way you're owning 160 acres, I don't think.
No.
That's impossible.
No, that's impossible.
I would think, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some Finnish person
and-
watching can correct me on
And
that.
no, the deal in Finland was that the oldest boy gets the farm.
Yeah.
That's why everybody else moved. And my dad, my grandfather was the youngest of the first wife. He was on an auction block.
Auction block?
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
that?
Well, when you were poor, you couldn't afford to raise your kids. The state would auction your kids off for the lowest bidder that the state would have to pay to take care of them.
In Finland?
Financially. In Finland, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was really rough there in Finland.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was starvation. It was starvation. It's just like the Irish. Irish and English, the same god bullshit.
And the Italians were just too broke. That's
Yep,
why
yep.
they weren't starving. I
No,
don't think.
no.
They had fish,
Yeah, right.
but they were just broke.
Yeah. They would always put the Italians and the Finns together on the shittiest job there was in the mine, and that was loading that rock and breaking that rock up because they couldn't understand each other and they had to work. That's where their money was. They got paid by the pound or by the carload of ore that they hauled out.
Okay, yeah.
And then that asshole that was counting all the carloads. Well, there was no scales. Oh, that must weigh about 1.5 tons. That must weigh about so much, So there was no scales, but he judged how much rock they took out, and that's how they got paid. So it was really worse then days than it was today. At least you got unions to try and hold everything on a even keel.
Did they get pay in script? Do you know?
Oh yeah. I think the first ones that came, they got paid to the company store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got company
And
money, could only spend at the store.
Yep.
And if they lost their job, then the wife had to move out of the housing in like 7 days or something.
Yep. And if they had kids, if the family had kids, the kids could go to work for the mining company. Then the wife could stay in the company house. If you had enough kids to support the wife, old enough and all that, 12 years old, and you got to run in a mine to be what the heck was that? A drill hop?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was rough.
There ain't very many older people around that can tell anything anymore. My dad, even, he would be like 103 right now.
Okay.
But World War II, he was in.
Oh yeah.
He passed away in '99, and
Okay.
all the older people around me and relatives are all gone.
Yep.
What do you
There's
got
the
here,
hop.
Martin? This old Dodge?
That's an old Dodge. I bought a 39, I think. I don't know for sure exactly. My original intent was to take the cab off of this truck and put it on a 77 Chevy Suburban frame. And then I got an old Model T dump truck box over there in the brush.
You gonna bring it back to life, Martin?
No, I was gonna, but I ain't got time anymore. Oh, okay, if we walk this way, I'll show you our rhubarb patch, which is too big, but it's the biggest, bestest patch in Toivola.
You love your rhubarb?
Oh yeah.
The pies?
Oh
Is it-
yeah.
does-
Pies and cakes and you name it.
My wife made syrup last year.
Oh,
Oh, was that good?
out of what?
Rhubarb.
Hey, don't tell anybody, but Sandra makes a liqueur out of rhubarb.
Oh, I bet
Rhubarb, raspberry, lemon. I don't know how many different.
I bet.
Yeah, that is one
Yeah, that's a beautiful.
one
patch.
healthy rhubarb patch. Now when you're here, show the people that goddamn sheet that's off of the roof. I can't get anybody to go up there, and my wife won't let me climb a ladder. Put a new sheet on.
Okay,
it.
you need some help here? Let's shout out to the local community, right? Anyone want to help Martin out? Put a comment
Yeah,
down below, right? Martin, you need help?
I went in from, I don't know what the hell I was doing outside, and there was a bunch of people in the kitchen, and I says that, Sandra, are we too old to have kids anymore? She says, what are you talking about? I said, I can't do this alone anymore. I said, if we would have had our kids when we were 60 years old, now we'd have helpers.
Yeah.
Oh,
But to have them when we were 20 years old, they're gone.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm 47, no kids so far.
Oh, you better get busy.
But I'm taking your advice.
There you go.
You were just telling me, do it when you're older. So cool up here, guys. And when you think of Michigan, I don't think most people think of this. At least I never did. I thought Detroit, Great Lakes, but really knew nothing about the state. And then you go Upper Peninsula, totally different than Lower Michigan. And then you get up here, Huonam Peninsula, which is another level of detachment. Just listen to these sounds. It's so peaceful here.
There's a lot of hay to cut out there. Give them a sigh and a rake.
We got there and just have at it.
Do you have any Finnish you guys can speak a little bit, maybe?
Not really. I'm not
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Saatana perkele.
Yeah, that's
Heaven and berzet. That's him. Heaven and berzet.
I guess someone will translate that in the comments.
yeah. We'll see you at the dance.
We'll see you at the dance.
Yeah, we'll come by.
Yeah.
What'd you say? You're learning stuff yourself?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, a little more that I didn't get before when I was younger. You know.
Yeah, right. When you're younger, you just don't care about this
No,
stuff,
that's
right?
the thing. The old timers are like, I don't know what is over there. But all these, I like stories and and history.
Yeah, and in 20 years, he's not going to be telling these
Right.
stories, right? So,
And I'm into history. I didn't like history in school. When I got out of school, I'm more interested
Right.
now in all
Same.
history. I met Martin before. I think
Yeah.
maybe once in a passing somewhere.
yeah.
But now when I got to meet him, very nice visit.
So your dad was in World War II.
Yeah, World War II. 39 months he was gone. With your boot camp and whatever, and then he went overseas. He was in on the invasion of Sicily. He was in Africa. He was in France. He was in Italy. And then he'd always loved the kids. When he was in Germany, he was feeding kids like cocoa and your candy bars, and he actually got court-martialed for it, I think, 2 times. I know he had PTSD. There's no doubt about that. Rough time with wife. He came back and he said he's never going anywhere again. Been far enough. Never again. But, yeah, he was a good guy. This is our deer hunting camp. Me and my buddy Kevin and Patrick and Ross. Every year we come out here, November. The hunting time.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
Part of living up here,
This
right?
is, every year. I've been coming here since 97.
So do most people have something like this?
Yeah, all over here.
So they just have a piece of land, a camp, and they come out and hunt deer.
Yep. All over the UP. All over.
Okay.
Family and friends.
And it's just sort of like a getaway from work and
Yeah.
normal life type
If you
stuff?
want to relax, you know. And this place was nothing but bare studs when they bought it. And then we worked on it over the years. I didn't do all the work. Everybody worked on it. The getaway for a couple weeks.
Wives or no wives?
No wives. Just the guys. This is a good year here. We had a lot of nice bucks hanging that year.
You skin these and eat the meat throughout the year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you skin it, freeze it, and...
Yeah, that's me and Al. Al's gone. He ended up with cancer, too. He's gone. And Daddy passed away, too.
So you four, you're just good old broskies, been around forever?
Yeah, Jimmy's gone, too.
Jeez.
I'm over. That's the day I caught that fish.
Oh, the one that was in your house?
Right, yeah.
Oh, cool. So you got a full kitchen going on here.
Yeah, it's comfy.
And then it's your buddy Rogan who owns this?
Yep.
Don't piss Rogan off, huh?
Yeah.
And that's the fish on your wall.
Yeah, that was right on the deck out here, picture. Yeah.
Wow.
See, we played here one year. Me and my friend Don.
Never a cover charge.
Yeah.
What happens at deer camp stays at deer camp. And then the bunks.
Yep, bunk room. This is all from right here, some pop. This is aspen
Oh, nice.
that we had cut and built this. So that was from right here.
And you put 4 grown men in bunk beds just like childhood.
That's it.
Telling stories.
Having fun, laughing. Sometimes a little under the weather, most of the time. By evening, I'll check out the sauna. Gulma. Sauna is gulma. Cold. Sauna is gumma. Hot. We never flip it around.
Oh, this is great.
But it's nice when you're down here to be able to take a bath, you know.
Yeah.
Because when we first came here, we were borrowing a sauna up the road. We had to heat our water on the stove, and there was cracks all over, but it sure felt good to take a bath. And then we built this, so.
Oh, this is great.
Quite a while ago, but yeah, hot water. Stove heats the hot water.
Yep. Put it on the stones.
Yeah, and people always wonder, how can you put a rubber hose on such a hot stove? Well, the water's not that hot. They won't burn.
And you guys all cram in here?
No, we usually one at a time. We take our own in between.
Are the young guys getting into this, or is this sort of like an older generational thing?
No, we got the two younger ones.
Is that an outhouse over there?
Yeah.
So no indoor toilet.
Nope, you gotta hit the shitter outside. It should be a two-holer because sometimes somebody's in there too long.
Oh, and you got just a deep, thick forest back here. So the deer love it here.
Oh yeah, we like it.
Maybe it's not so interesting to you, but it's super interesting to me. This is really cool.
Looks good.
So you guys are only out here a couple weeks a year, or how much?
Yeah, but we come down in the summer too. If these walls could talk, who knows what they'd say. Oh, no, a lot of fun. I mean, just, oh God, over the years. Yeah, a lot of fun here. Wake up with your head in the dog dish or something. Drinking water, you can come and pick it up here for the camp. Somebody got one waiting there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fill my bottle up, can I?
Oh yeah, that's good water.
This is cool, whoever welded this.
Yeah, that's neat, eh? Just put that on there last year, I think, or the year before. Good water.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
What's this here?
that's the old school. I'm gonna pull up,
All right.
just in case somebody pulls up.
So cool, Scott was saying how, well, he gets his deer meat from hunting. He gets his eggs from his neighbor, his vegetables from his neighbor, other meat from a guy around here who sells meat. So, do I got that right, Scott? Most of your major staples for food come locally.
Yeah, yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah, like my beef, like I said, out here, or if you shoot deer, it's all local. Here we go. I've never been in here either.
Interesting. It's like the kids just left, you know?
Hey,
Like 60 years ago.
Peter, you've been a bad boy.
Back in those days, you would have hit me,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I would have had a ruler.
Slam on the fingers.
Across the fingers.
People in progress.
Yeah, it's got a lot of old books.
Number 3 stories. The moderns. School opened September 1924, closed 1956.
Wow.
Today's been a bit of a step back in time, huh?
Yeah.
Checking out copper history,
Yeah.
stories from Martin.
No doubt.
It's been great.
Hey, Terry was coming home on that upper field up there. He comes 73.
73 deer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
We almost hit about 3.
Yeah. Well, one was close to the bumper.
So this is family land,
Yes, my husband's family.
husband's family.
It was his grandparents that homesteaded here. 1892. I believe you had to farm it for 10 years and then you got the deed.
Right, 160 acres, the Homestead Act.
Correct.
And that was the US government's way of incentivizing people to move west. And then the Europeans caught wind of that and they're like, I want some of that.
You are correct.
Right?
And this was all Uncle Hugo's property. Uncle Hugo was the bachelor that got left here at the homestead, and he deeded it to my husband before passing, and then I inherited it. So Terry helps me out with a big job taking care of all of
Who's
this.
your husband?
Glenn Harrinan.
Oh, yeah. I
Who?
know Glenn.
Did you? Yeah.
And Neil.
Neil? Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows everyone up here, huh?
Yes, they do. As long as that I'm on this earth, I will see that these buildings stay restored.
Okay.
Hundred
And
year-
open to the public, you know,
And it-
'cause
Oh, you want people coming
yeah,
here?
Hugo,
Yes.
Hugo kept it, and there's a guest book in there that we asked that you go check it out in the museum. When we got here, it was like waist deep in dust and feed bags, but we busted through it all and cleaned it up and kind of restored it, made him a sign.
What's the first signature in the book here? Everybody had to sign the book. Oh, Terry, it's falling apart. There's people from all over. Oh, it started in '79. People
That
from.
book, this one got. Well, this is just starting.
Yeah, there's
So you started in 79
Uncle
here?
Hugo
Hugo
did,
did.
and we're continuing it, and we certainly would appreciate if you guys would sign it.
Yeah, let's do it. But you have to hold the camera.
Okay.
There you go.
He's signing the guest book.
It's official.
Peter's on it.
And I'm destroying it all. I'm
All
throwing
over the
beds.
He had a good imagination. That's called a
Petrified snake.
petrified snake. There's a tooth from the mouth of the Misery River over there.
He was quite witty.
But we cleaned it up and put his stuff back in nice and neat so that people could come and enjoy it. This is the blacksmith shop. See how nice
Those
and
are
neat
called
that-
dovetail ends. That's very common of Finns, and not everybody does it that way.
Dovetail ends.
How they're sticking out?
Notched together.
Notched
like
together?
Lincoln Logs.
They're not flat.
Oh, yeah. That's going to stand another 100, 200 years?
Nobody has enough time to do that nowadays. They'd rather put a big bolt in somewhere. You know?
We got a little dowel in here holding it all together. And that amount of work is just
Cut the tree down.
Cut the tree.
Yeah.
not going to be done
And
these
all done
days.
by hand. Those are all hand drilled. No power tools.
No.
The drills are in there
With your
still.
wooden spindle.
Uncle Hugo's invention room. So if the farm needed something, Uncle Hugo would come in here and make it. Let your eyes get adjusted for a minute. Watch your step now. Here's Uncle Hugo's make it machine. He'd fire that bugger up and it ran the saw, the grinder, the lathe, the buffing wheels, the drill bit. So when this thing was buzzing, Glenn and his brother would come out here and watch him make parts. And when the boys would get too close, they'd tell me Uncle Hugo would step on their toes, get them away from all the moving parts. Yep, this is the make it machine. Yeah. Can you look at all the arbors all connected together from one main motor? Doesn't be flying. And I'm telling you, the farm never throws anything away. There's no such thing as garbage. Oh.
Yeah, I like the multi-purpose machine.
Boy, that is really multi.
They built one section at a time.
As I got more animals and they could afford it. Dovetail up there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Somebody died.
Yeah,
someone
and
else
then
had-
it went the easier way.
Yeah,
Somebody died and they just started doing it like that. Is that what you said?
that's what it looks like to me. Somebody took over.
Yeah, somebody took over.
Maybe the Finnish craftsmanship sort of went away the next generation, and
That's what I said. Like this is probably Hugo's dad, and that's probably Hugo.
Hugo taking the shortcut.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah, you can see that. Look at that. That is so
that's,
cool.
That's another work of art.
How you get
They
those,
all fit.
get them to fit like that?
Yeah.
We can go in there. It's an old farmhouse.
Belongings, and he'd been dead 23 years when we started.
This is the only, we haven't gotten to this room here, but there was 12 children raised in this house.
12 kids.
Want to play a tune?
Do you play?
No, I don't. I have never heard
Okay.
that go.
And you got the old Harris typewriter.
This was my mother-in-law. She was the youngest girl, and this is the oldest girl. Both gone. Trine and Eiley. And all of these clothes were made out of the flour sacks here, and my mother-in-law was real embarrassed of those shoes because they were homemade shoes.
Oh, cool. So the lake's down here.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel it, right? It's like a 10 degree, 15 degree drop.
Yeah, from
interior.
Makes a difference
Yeah,
whether
from
you gotta wear a
Johnson's
jacket
to-
or not.
to down here.
you find
Yeah,
out.
this is cold right now. Oh, look at this. And it's like the ocean. It just goes off
Pretty
forever.
vast. Oh, they do. They're looking for four-leaf clovers.
Did you find any? Yeah. You got one? Can I see it? Let me see it. Is that super? I've never found one in my whole life.
Really?
Yeah,
Here, you want it?
I'll take it. I mean, you
You
sure?
gotta dry it like this, though.
Thank you. So, isn't that super rare? I guess not up here.
I don't know. They say it is, but then I found 12 last weekend, so I'm not sure.
Look at this approach he's got going over here. It's like a soft scanning of the grass.
You just gotta look for something that looks a little different.
Okay. Look at this, you guys. This is so beautiful. Lake Superior, the greatest of the greats. All of the water from the other Great Lakes can fit into Superior. And Superior, from my understanding, is the coldest. Nice empty beach. Oh, that's cold. Maybe 58 degrees. Well, it's freezing down here.
No, it's just nice.
You're like,
We want to give Peter a souvenir.
cool. Thank you.
A shirt from Misery Bay.
This is great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You want people to come out here. There's a way to do it. It's through the university. The university runs a tour from time to time.
Social Sciences Department
Okay.
runs a vernacular architecture cruise through the Copper Country that people can get involved with.
Okay.
So they can contact that. We'll send the link to you so that you can share
Okay.
that with them.
Link in the description. And you want people to join that tour and come out here.
Sure, come
Okay.
and join the tour and come and see the museum, Uncle Hugo's museum.
Uncle Hugo's
in the
Museum.
Kempa Homestead.
All right. Thank you, too. We got to get to see Martin dance.
Yeah.
His dance moves.
Gotta watch Martin boogie down.
Boogie down, yeah.
Live music.
Okay, this outfit started in the latter part of 1800s because the mining companies didn't have insurance for their workers.
Oh, okay.
So the Eagles are people helping people.
Okay.
And
They offered the health insurance.
they offered the health insurance and the hospitalization and all that for 50 cents a week or a month or whatever it was. But it started in Seattle, and we are 1,122 areas in United States, and now there's over 3,000.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's quite a deal.
All right, Scott. Awesome stuff.
You bet.
Thanks for coming along on that journey, guys. Until the next one.
That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Thanks for coming.
No, thank you.